去拒绝，去拒绝，I'm happy now in my way. Sometimes she'll use the microwave. Everything
Hey,
from
welcome
scratch.
to the THM kitchen. Today I've got an incredible healing soup for you.
She does.
And for me, it's healing me.
And for me.
Okay, it's called Get Methylating Soup. Why?
Ooh, but you sure about that one?
No, I want it
But
to
it
be...
sounds like methane, like get methaning. This is
Methylating.
not going to cause the gases, is it?
No, it's not going to cause the
Okay,
gases. Methylation is so important for your body because it removes toxins. It's involved in every process of your body, and so many of us are not methylating properly.
Does that cause like higher homocysteine and all
It
that?
does, Serene, you're right on it. Okay, so maybe you've heard about MTHFR, and maybe you've been diagnosed and you have one of the mutations. You know, up to half of us have an MTHFR mutation. People like hear that they have it, like I found out I have 2. And they're like, oh, my life's over, I don't methylate properly, you know, this is sort of like poor me, and we wear it. We don't need to wear this. We can make ourselves healthy.
And we can make ourselves healthy a very simple way. Now, the more you look into MTHFR, it's so complex, your head will spin, and people really don't know what's the best way to approach it in the end. Doctors are just like back and forth. But guess what? This is the simple way and it works.
Yes. You know, a lot of times, and this is what they've done at the past, as soon as you find out you have an MTHFR mutation, straight away, you know, you go on methylated B vitamins and B12 and folate. Guess what? They're finding out that might not be the best approach. In fact, it might be dangerous over the long term. Okay, because methylated vitamins are very, very potent. And now doctors are coming out and saying, hold on, they bring your homocysteine levels down, but what do they do to cancer cells in your body and things like that? So guess what? Food is the safest way to get folate into your body. Folate helps you methylate.
And guess what? This food that we're going to like put on your dinner table is cheap. So this is cheap supplementation.
So what we're doing is a basic lentil soup. Why are we choosing lentils here? Because lentils are one of the highest top 5 things in folate in the world.
Pregnant woman, dig in. Nursing woman, dig in. Even beside MTHFR issues.
Do you know you don't even have to have an MTHFR mutation, and you can still have a dirty methylation system. So you need this too. Lentils per serving.
I like 72 cents a bag.
Yes, but per serving, let me tell you how much folate they have, which will help your homocysteine levels go down. Too high homocysteine, you're toxic, you don't want that. They have 358 milligrams.
Wow, that's
Do you know
incredible.
how much that is? That is 90% of your daily allowance. So you eat this soup, you actually have a little bigger serving, which is what I do. You're done for the day. I mean, you don't need to take those methylated vitamins. Do it with food.
Lentils, take a bow.
Yes, and they're so cheap, they're so humble. I want to show you how to make this soup. It is so yummy, it's so hearty. It helps you drop weight like nobody's business.
Yes, it does. Dangerously for you because you don't need to, but you said since you've been eating lentil soup, you're like a couple of pounds down you didn't want to be.
Yeah. If I eat lentil soup for dinner the way I'm going to show you how to do it, I'll drop a pound overnight. It's amazing. Okay, so basically for this...
And that's a real pound. That's like from morning till morning, not like weighing before you go to bed after a day full of food.
This is a basic way to do this soup, okay? So you can add veggies, I'll tell you about that. You don't have to do it in your crock pot. But I do, because it's easy, I fix it and forget it. You can do it on your stove top and it will take you 30 minutes or less.
That's nothing, yeah.
I just turn this on in the morning and I just leave it going on low all day. Either or. Okay, so 1 pound of lentils, which is 2.5 cups. Okay, 2.5.
There we go.
Now, you can do 8 cups of water, which is 2 quarts, or 10. I do 10 because I don't like a real thick soup, but that's up to you. Okay? So this is 10 cups of water.
I'm going to do it your way. I'm going to do 10.
All right. So now, Serene, we're going to do 2 teaspoons of mineral salt. I love a good salty flavor, and mineral salt's so healthy for your body. 2 teaspoons, mate? Yes, 2 teaspoons of mineral salt.
Great.
Good girl. And then onion powder, about a teaspoon. I'll just throw some in. Black pepper, I don't have it here, but throw black pepper in. Now, and cayenne pepper. Did I bring some?
I have both. I'm going to go get them.
Go get them. Cayenne pepper, you want a little bit, brings the salty flavor out. Bragg's liquid aminos, or you can use coconut liquid aminos. It really makes this hearty and a good mouthfeel. I love it. I feel like it's almost crucial to this soup. You can even find this anywhere now. At
How much?
Walmart.
Just a
or
taste?
Coconut aminos.
Like quarter of a teaspoon?
What is that?
Black?
I already put black. Do you have red?
No, you didn't. You said about it, but you said
Oh,
you didn't
okay.
have it.
Good girl.
And now cayenne.
Just cayenne to taste. I like a lot, but you can do a little.
I'm going to do it Pearl style.
Okay.
That's your style, right?
Okay, good. Yep. Now, add any veggies you want. I do it straight for my kids, but if you know what? If you add spinach to this, it takes the methylation up like
Oh, wow.
another tenfold, because if you add spinach and this, it's a methylation powerhouse.
What about sulfur-containing onions? What would that do?
No, it's fantastic. Onions. I actually put a frozen bag sometimes of like those onions, celery, and green
Oh,
peppers.
yeah.
Just throw it in. That's done.
Put the lid on, that's it.
You're done. Okay, and now I'm going to show you what it looks like when it's done.
Oh.
And we're going to show you 2 ways to eat it.
Okay.
I want to show you 2 different ways you can eat this, and you know, you and your family for different needs. There's naked,
That stands for naked.
yeah, or like we grew up in New Zealand, we called it in the nud.
Yeah, it's in the nud, yeah. Because, you know, we're like, how was your arvo for afternoon? We shorten everything.
Yeah, and then there's loaded. Let me talk about naked. If you need to drop pounds, if you eat naked lentil soup, it will do it, because these are slow burning carbs. They're so good for you.
I want to taste naked.
You can even have a couple of bowls of this.
Oh, yes, you can.
You know what I like on the side? I love your quickles. Check out Serene's
Oh.
quickles. We've done a video for it. They're cucumber slices.
Oh, they would go well
So then
together.
you've got a good crunch.
Now listen, there's no meat in here, but guess
No.
what? We have meat in our life. We celebrate meat, but guess what? You don't have to have it at every meal. And lentils
High in
do have a
protein.
high amount of protein. Not animal protein, but hey, you're having it at other times.
Yeah, so you don't have to be like, oh, I have to put meat in here. There's 18 grams in protein per cup. It's a lot, true. It's not the complete 21 amino acids.
But you're having complete in every other time.
This is loaded, okay? Some cheese, some sour cream. It's a crossover for those of you who are doing Trim Healthy Plan. My kids eat it like this.
Blue corn chips on the sides,
yeah.
probs.
Or a slice of buttered toast.
Oh, yes.
And they love it. They grew up on this. And please, look, I have this 4 or 5 times a week. Get methylating. You can do
I'm
this.
going to make it tonight.
Yeah, in an MTHFR, you know, assessment, it doesn't have to be this big looming thing of your life. You can do this with food. You can clean up your methylation system.
Yum.